Do you live in an area that's been hit by floods this past months? Ohio, Missouri, Kansas, Florida, hurricanes? Are you feeling the effects of all that water in your basement and your carpet? Maybe you've lost part of your house and you need to put it back, but it still smells musty, funky, unhealthy. Well, we're going to talk about an answer to that problem and save you thousands of dollars in mold remediation. Just hang tight. We'll be right back. If you've just joined us for the first time, we'd love for you to go down and hit subscribe. I really would appreciate it. It's going to help us grow our channel, and you will be one of the first notified when we put up new videos on any topic to get rid of odors. Today, I am Deb Meyer with odorexit.com, and I am your odor expert. We've been getting rid of odors for over 20 years and just keep learning more, but have 40 years of experience between just the two of us. So what are you going to do when the floods come in and your carpet's all wet and you got the fans on and dried it up pretty fast, but not fast enough, and now the smell is there? It smells musty. Maybe even the little growth stuff on the walls is turning black, and you're concerned whether it's black mold or not. And maybe there's blue mold and green mold and yellow mold, and mold can come in all kinds of colors. And what does it mean? It's just unhealthy for you to breathe. How can you get rid of it without spending thousands and thousands of dollars in mold remediation from the mold remediation companies? Well, you can DIY, do it yourself, and we've got products to help you do that. Now, if it's a big job, maybe you do need a mold remediation company. They have their place. But sometimes you can do it yourself and get rid of the waterlogged materials, the waterlogged items you have. Obviously, get rid of the cardboard first. Cardboard makes mold breed, grow. It'll never die. So if you've got things in those boxes that you want to keep, put them in a plastic container and maybe wipe them off with a mold product, called Mom's Mold Odor Mildew Smoke. It is a liquid. You put this packet that's inside here into water, and the gas goes in there. It becomes a liquid, and you can wipe off all your personal belongings and save them. You can put it into a spray and spray boxes that aren't saturated and get rid of that musty mold smell. But if you've got black spots on your drywall, and maybe you had water 6 inches high in your basement or a foot high, and the drywall was just wet and soft and yucky, get rid of it. It's got to be replaced. Maybe it's damaged the 2x4s in your house, from the floor. Get rid of the carpet, get rid of those 2x4s. Make sure it's not a weight-bearing wall. So know what you're doing, but get rid of that and get it out of the house. And then you can put some AQM, our other product, Air Quality Manager, into the rooms. And that once moisture is introduced to them, they create a gas. And you're just going to turn a fan on and let that gas circulate throughout the different rooms, throughout your house, your basement, your attic, car even. If you left the windows down overnight, now it smells musty. And it will oxidize all those odors. It will oxidize those spores. It will get rid of them and stop them from growing. And as long as the water stops, you've taken care of the water by no more storms, thank you God, or you've moved your downspouts, you kind of graded the grass so it flows away, water flows away from your house now, and it's not dumping into your basement. These will take care of that, and the smell will not come back. It will stop your mold from growing. Let me tell you a story about a friend of mine. he buys real estate. We used to buy real estate together before I went into Odor Exit 150% of my time. And he bought this house because the people had moved out because it had flooded and it smelled bad and they couldn't afford to keep it, couldn't afford to fix it. So he bought it from them and went down and saw that the basement had flooded. There was carpet down there. He got rid of that. But there was a walkout basement that the downspouts were dumping water in the basement. The leaves were blocking all of the drain tiles and just water was coming in. Well, he was able to get the water out. It had finally drained away. And he knows what I do with Odor Exit and got, probably 3 packs of the green label and 2 packs of the yellow label to put all throughout the house to oxidize his mold smells. Well, it didn't work. I'm here to tell you on live camera, it did not work. And he called me and he goes, Deb, what's up? I don't get it. So I went over there, and it's not a service we typically perform to come and smell your house, but I do have done it on occasion. So I went to smell John's house and I walked in the front door and yep, it was stinky. I walked around all the bedrooms. It looked good. The floors were all dry. Everything looked good. Painted, hardwood floors, no carpet. Started to go down into the basement. Smells getting stronger. And I looked around, and in the one back bedroom, kind of off of the, I guess it wasn't a bedroom, off of near the walkout basement door, was the wettest. And you could tell he pulled out the carpet. You could see the 2x4s were wet and actually had a watermark probably 6-8 inches up off the floor. And he'd taken out some of the 2x4s, pulled out the wet carpet. Some of the carpet, of course, had been stapled to the wall because apparently it was a 1960s house when that was cool. And he took some of that off, got rid of most of it. Some of it was still a little damp. But he took it all out and he put it in a garbage can. And he left the garbage can sitting in the middle of the room. So all he'd really done is move the mold. He didn't remove or remediate the mold. He just moved the mold. It was in a trash can. So once we got that trash can out of there, gosh, the smell was gone and the product worked and it got rid of what was left. You just have to get it out of the house. Ideally, you want to put it in 3 to 6 mil plastic bags so that mold doesn't go throughout the neighborhood. Put it in a dumpster, get it carried away. You need to be wearing a respirator. You need to be wearing a Tyvek suit when you're doing this kind of work. Mold lives and breathes in warm, dark, moist places. And guess where that is? It's your lungs. So we don't want it in your lungs. And to block that, you want a half mask respirator over your nose and mouth. And so you don't breathe that. You want to cover your clothes, your skin, because it'll still go in your openings. And get rid of that, throw it away, put it in plastic bags, and get it out of the house. And then start using your AQM and your mom's to spray or to put the gas out, and it will oxidize those odors. It will make the mold spores go away and never come back as long as you keep the water away. So as long as there's no other incident with water, your house will be fine. You can start putting it back together and remediate it. You've done remediating, you're finished remediating it, and you've done it yourself for a lot less the cost than the services out there will do. Now, if you're not kind of homeowner remodel inclined, probably want to let them do it. But for less than a few $100s, you can get this done. Get rid of your smells, get your odors out with odorexit.com. So check us out. The products are AQM Air Quality Manager and Mom's Mold Odor Mildew Smoke. These green pack and the yellow pack are 2 different sizes for different size rooms. The green one's going to be for like a living room, dining room, kitchen, open area. The yellow one will cover probably 2 normal sized bedrooms, and you just need a fan to circulate it. You will get rid of your odors. They will be gone. They will be oxidized and not come back. This product also works on cigarette smoke and mothball smells and curry cooking odors and dog allergens, dander in the air that makes you sneeze, dust mites. I use it in my house when I don't dust often enough or sweep. But of course, that never happens here because you're right. So check us out, odorexit.com. Thanks for tuning in, and you have a fresh smelling day.